Okay, welcome back to another one. We're in the LevelUp 73800 NG. We're using a Singapore delivery today. It's a beautiful day in Auckland. We're going to fly down to Palmerston North, just a short hop, just basically testing the plane out. It's only my second flight, so we'll see how it goes. X-Plane 12, of course. Active Sky is online, and yeah, like I said, it's a beautiful day, so weather-wise. We've loaded the Simbury flight plan in the EFB, so it's loading the, looks like we've got the fuel, already disconnected, okay, already got the fuel, and the payload is loading up. So let's get into the prelims real quick. Nav. Line, bat light out. Batteries on. We've just got in APUs online and powering the buses. Electric pumps are off. Let's turn APU bleed on. We'll just turn the left back on and we'll select auto there. Good pressure. Temperatures, yeah, they're set for the air conditioning. Gears down, of course. Parking brake is set. And it looks like we're good there. So let's load a flight plan. So verify position, yeah, we can clear that. So as I said, I've got a Simbury flight plan in the system, so let's see if I can upload it. Correct aircraft model, database is good, position. It's asking me to set position. Let's get a route request. Okay, load. Auckland Palmy, that's our flight number. Oh, it even loads the runway. Okay. Oh, and the SID and the star. Okay, I was hoping it wouldn't do that, but that's okay. Activate that. Execute. So if I go back to position and nuts, so it's asking me still to put in the reference airport. Okay, I was just going to see if that was going to change with the uplink. Gate 31. Okay, we'll just put, that's the last position, that's the Auckland reference one, we'll just put that in. That's fine. Route's already loaded. Performance inert. So, let's do a request for performance. That should bring in the Simbury flight plan. Let's see how good it is. Okay, load. So we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 56.9, yes. Flight level. Looks like we're going down at 30. It's got 30 there. Cool. Cost index 31. Yep, that matches. Yes. Reserves So we're looking for final reserve place alternate is 2.1 to go to Wellington. Execute. And gross weight 61. Is that pretty much on par? Yeah, estimated takeoff weight 61.7. 61.9 so far, so it's okay. Okay, what's on page 2? Page 2 is not really meaning anything to me yet. Thrust limit pages, 13 degrees here, so that's working. Winds, so legs page, we go there, we go to plan, and since it's already loaded, I'll just double check. Route. Next, yeah, lever 2 for par. That's fine, okay. So I'm just worried about the SID and the en route fixes. I won't worry about the star and approach going into Palmy just yet. So if we go back to legs, we'll step through. And I should have that up there so I can... It's pretty simple.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Will do. Okay, so that looks good. We just have to worry about the star and the approach when we get closer to Palmy, so that's fine. Okay, so let's get rid of you for now, so that's all good. Right, winds. So we can request some winds. That should work. Legs page. 1 of 3. Map step. Oh, I have to go back to map. Route data now. Request some winds. Now, is it going to give me a whole bunch of levels, or is it just going to put in the cruise wind is my next question. In real life it's about 4 or 5 levels. Load. And execute. Okay, so this is the climb, that's why there's no winds in there, but yeah, it just puts in 1 level. Bugger. Okay, how about descent ones? Forecast. Request. Hopefully it brings in the descent ones. Load. Oh, okay, cool. Execute. So we've got the 25, 15 and 10. Better than nothing. Okay. So winds are in, departures in. Let's have a look at the position. Auckland, and we want FMC position, IRS position. Yep, pretty much all in agreement. RMP is set to 1.0 for departure, so that's fine. That's all good. Excellent. Nav radios for departure. Do we need any nav radios for departure? Nope, we don't. And last but not least, total distance 228. And if we go back to our little OFP flight plan here, use some brief. Total distance, where's total distance? Ground distance 241. 228, the difference is probably to do with this, the star and the SID. Sorry, the star and the approach into Palmy, I haven't got that in there, so that's the check there. So we're just checking that we obviously they're in sync. What we've loaded in the flight plan are in sync. Pick up a it would quickly pick up a fault. Alright, so the FMC's loaded. The FO's got the weather and is doing the walk around. Hasn't done the overhead, so we'll do that now. Okay, so we won't worry about the test. The hydraulics aren't powered anyway, so that's probably why it's not doing. So we'll just do our little flag quickly. Whatever's on. Not ready for the fuel pumps yet, but the crossfeed's shut. Pumps are off. And we can skip you on battery, that's fine there. On APU power. APUs are online of course, lights are set. Equipment calling as normal, emergency lights are armed. Finish refueling, so we'll turn the seatbelt sign on. On auto. That's it, that's it. Okay, window heat coming on. Probes are off for now. Anti-ice is off. I'm not going to pressurize just yet. Trim air on. Auto for the temps. Reset fans are auto. Got one pack on. Isolations auto, and engine bleeds are on for the start, and APU bleeders on. Right, we're going down at 30. Elevation in Palmy is somewhere here. 150, 120. $150 will do. And the lights, need to do a better view, the seat's in the way. Right, lights are set, logos off, steady on, anti-core off. Well, yep, that's all set. Okay, let's come across and do the MCP, VOR, VOR2. Altimeters are 1030 in Auckland. Set, and that is basically the elevation at Auckland, so that checks. Minimas, we'll just set a return 23 left for what it's worth. And then hide it. Those are set, that's on map. Ranges, we'll just drop that down a bit. Weather radar is off. Turn stations on, turn airports on. I haven't set up the terrain plugin yet. Not that I'll select it on now anyway. And traffic TCAS is off, so yep, that's fine. We'll select that on. So when we turn TCAS on, it'll come on. Flight director is on. Don't know the V2 speed yet, but we know we're taking off from runway 23 left, so it's 230. The altitude will be 30. Use the trim wheel, and if I want to turn that on and set up their side, it should be hectopascals. Yep, that's fine. Traffic's on. Yep, I'll do their side there. I'll do their flow since we haven't got a very good FO today. So, right. Good. Come around here. What it's worth, I'll turn these up. Okay, PFD is looking good. We've not got no V speeds, and TCAS off. Yep, no other flags. Speed brake, do not arm. Yep, that's good. Lights. Let's have a look at those. Yep, looks good. Right, we can pull to line U. Excellent, 1030. Good, good, good. Auto. Reset. Engine. Yeah. Oil quantity. Whoops, turned it off. 18, that's good. And hydraulics. I should have checked that during the prelim, obviously. Where's the hydraulic quantities? Yeah, there. 86, 87. Okay, no refill. Water brake RTO, flaps are up, gears down 3 greens, pressure's good, gears down. Hey, how are you? Yeah? For lunch, you mean? Okay, trim 5, thrust levers. Let's do that. Yep, takeoff config works. Flaps are up. Always a good thing on the ground. Right, park brake, switches, stabs. Already tested these. Center console. What can I do here? I'm not going to be using the VHF comm frequencies today, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'd set 3 degrees. We might have to change that when we get to standby 2000. We'll just keep it 2000 today. Yeah. Right, how are we going? We've got everyone on board. We've got the fuel on board. So we'll get the clearance and we'll pretend we cleared the lever 2 per par. So we cleared Auckland, Palmy, 521 off 23 left, lever 2 per par, and climbing 30,000 feet, squawking 2,000. That's checked. So clearance is done. Fuel on board. So we have a total of, well, it doesn't totalize it for me, just under 5 tonne. 4,980. And we wanted block fuel. Oh, we're just under. We've been sitting here gas bagging too long. We're just under by about 20 odd kilos, so that's fine. And we're going to land in Palmy with 3.3, and min reserve was, I believe, was 2.1. So we've got extra gas. Excellent. And no, it doesn't have the calculated and sensed fuel in this, not like the 7.8. Okay, excellent. So fuel's done, clearance is done, briefings, prior to 80 not subject for any non-normal indication, prior to V1 for engine failure, fire, unsafe condition, add off fuel, not continue. Circuits available, it's a beautiful day, 1500 feet if we want to get it back on the ground in a hurry. Otherwise, if it's an engine failure, we'll just min push to level off 1500, climb to 3000 under radar. It's VMC, come back when we're ready for the ILS-23 left, and we'll be below max landing weight. Departure briefing, no threats, charts. Here we are here, we're going to take off let's just go Alpha 1. 23 left, lever 2 Papa, it's on 10-3 November, transitions 13. There's no hold down out to where we're going, so we've got 30,000 feet set. Well, terrain's visual, weather's null sig, operationally nil operation considerations, apart from being very new in the 7.3. Okay, that's the briefings, departure briefing complete. Now, are we all closed up? Where are the door lights on this thing? Door lights, door lights. I thought they were up here. Or are they there? They're right there. I should go. Is that the door lights there? Yeah, so all the doors are closed. Oh, we're all closed up. Excellent. Okay, I need to tell you.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
That looks about right. Although we actually, how do I change it? Oh, we'll just go it this way, and then do a U-turn to T3.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, we'll do that when we're ready. Checks. That's the before takeoff checklist there. Okay, let's see if we've got some checks here. Ground services. Remove. Connected. GPU's not connected, we're on APU, so we can disconnect. Connect. Oh, disconnect. Remove. Right, they already are disconnected, okay. So we're all good with the ground equipment there. Checklist. Pre-flight. Batteries, guard closed, APU is on bus, iris selectors are both in nav, voice record as needed, flight deck access, guard closed. Yes, emergency equipment has been checked, ELT, lights, GPS lights. Surface intercom is off, engine panel is, I'm guessing it means this, whoops. That set oxygen panel is tested. Oh, this is long-winded. Landing gear light is illuminated. Check that. Flight recorder, yep. Still warning test. Oh, we haven't done that, but don't worry about it. We haven't pressurized yet. Manual gear extension door, yep. Parking brake is set. City pre-flight initial data is received. Nav data is yes. Performance data, we haven't done that yet. So that was the only thing we had to do actually, is performance data. So, can I do performance data? Not on there. Some brief. Dashboard. View. Okay. Take off. Oh, come back. Okay. We're in the 737-800. We're out of Auckland. 23 left. Feet, no, we do meters. Kilograms, yes. Weight, if I click here, you're going to disappear again, aren't I? 61.8 minus taxi fuel, 61.7. Yep, 61.7. Optimum. Bleed. Okay, auto, anti-ice off. Wind, temperature. QNH, okay, we'll just leave it at 1 hectopascal down, dry, populate weather. Enable flex, improve climb, calculate. losing my pen. Yeah, we'll take a photo. Even better. So, because I think it's going to disappear when I start clicking on stuff. Okay, so we've got a solution. Right. Runway weather inputs. So it's given us a flap 5, V1 speeds, takeoff 2, and assume temperature of 50. Okay. So takeoff 2, assume temperature 50, and that'll default to probably climb 2. Yes, it does. And does it calculate a N1 fit? No, it doesn't. Normally it would, so you can compare it. But anyway, it's calculated at 87. Takeoff C of G is... Actually, I need to know my C of G. It's not going to reflect the actual currency of G. I'll just... That probably doesn't reflect what's been loaded. Total weight doesn't look right, does it? Zoom flight. Okay, it populates it there. I'm just going to have to go off that one, 25.2. Flip 5. And I've got 140, so the V speeds are a little bit different. 146. 49.56. Okay, gross rate 61.8 minus 100 for taxi equals 61.7. Yes. Next page. Acceleration altitude is 1,000. Engine out is 1,500. Reduction climb to 1,500. Cut back off. Excellent. Oops. Go back there. Like that. Okay, final performance brief. Takeoff 2, assume temperature is 50, and N1 87.0. Climb 2 is armed. It's off runway 23 left, full length. CFG is 25.2%. Flaps 5, V1 146, VR 149, V2 156. And we've got an engine acceleration of 1500. Takeoff data checked. Okay, so I'll stay there. You can go to legs. And ground flight deck cleared pressurize. Actually, no, before I do that, I will set my V2. So after the final performance, you always do the MCP. V2 156. Heading 30,000, and I'm just going to LNAV and VNAV. So that looks correct there. And ground flight deck, are we cleared to pressurize? Yes, you're cleared to pressurize. Okay, pumps on. Hydraulics on. And let's turn the packs off. Getting ready for a start. Okay, push and start, clear to push and start. Okay, so end occlusion on. And performance data is set. What's pre-flight? I'm not going to do full start. Floated doors closed and locked. CD display is set. M1 bugs. They should set automatically. Yep, set. Airspeed bugs, yep, they set automatically. Set. MCP is set. And taxi takeoff briefings are completed. Yes, they are Pushback. Push and start, thanks. Okay, push and start. Alright, so transponder to... Can't see that. Transponder, I think that's 2 years up, it's on transponder mode. Yep. Parking brake, we'll do that soon after pushback hydraulic pumps. Okay, yeah. And pushback engine start. Okay. Right. Right ground, we clear to push. Release brakes. Brakes released. Hopefully this works.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually the engine start procedure, so I'll just wing it. Okay, so we're clear to start. Packs are off, AP bleeds on, engine bleeds are on, what it's worth. And engines at idle, so let's start number 2. Okay, we've got N2. N1 already, wow, no oil pressure, hopefully that comes up. That should be coming up a little bit quicker. Okay, now we've got oil pressure, looking for 25 on. Fuel flow, light off. Looks like a normal acceleration on N2. Started cut out already. Two-ish, 4-ish, 6-ish. Okay, start one. N2. N1. Oil pressure a little bit slow, it should be registering by now. There it is there, oil pressure. Okay, greater than 25. N2, fuel on. Fuel, light off.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, looks like normal acceleration. 2, 4, 6-ish. Okay, they're good starts. And 2 good starts, clear disconnect. Okay, so first of all, generators on engine. Probe heat. AP bleed off. Auto on the packs. Something else I need to do here. APU. Oh, that's right. We should have a cooldown. Wait a couple minutes. I'll turn it off now though.
Pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Excellent. There's a pin and a wave. We'll pretend it's a pin and a wave, and I'll say flap 5. And it's one thing I didn't set the trim, which is pretty much set. Okay, that's one thing I forgot to after I pressurise the hydraulics. Okay, coming up. Okay, he's clear. Flight controls. Okay, they look good. Blank that. Okay, safety checklist. Generators 1 and 2 are on. Probe heat is on. Wing and de-ice is off. Engine and de-ice is off. Pack switches are auto. Isolation valve is auto. AP bleed is off. off, APU switches off, engine start switches are continuous, engine start levers are idle, yeah. Ground equipment is clear, we'll say, flap lever set for takeoff, flap 5, flight controls are checked, and the lower DU is blank. Vortex check is complete. Alright, away we go. Taxi light on, thanks. Chris taxi, we're not going to do radio calls. Just go out to runway 23 left. Park brake off. The DU displays are not as crisp as I would like them. It might be a setting for me to play with. Got a 4K monitor, maybe I haven't set something correctly. Okay, we'll just say cabin's ready. For what it's worth, I'm going to select weather. If I would select terrain, but the plugin's not there, so I won't do it. Looking at the conditions, there's no change in the environmental, so performance is still valid. N1 87.0. Got to LNAV, VNAV down, flight director. And that's a takeoff procedure. Don't want that. How about a takeoff checklist? No, it's not a takeoff checklist. Okay, don't worry about it. But it would be 5 green light is the main one, obviously. Right, hopefully I've calibrated my throttles okay. I've mapped the toga button, so that should work for the auto thrust. And then once they stabilize, I'll select toga, auto thrust will engage, and then I'll manually move the thrust levers up, obviously because there's no motor. That was disconnecting the auto thrust for me, so hopefully I've fixed that problem. Oh, we should probably use the HUD actually. Now I did map that. There. See how the HUD goes. Right, Alpha 1 coming up. So 2-3 left, Alpha 1's checked. What if you get a toga reference line on a HUD for takeoff? That would be handy. I guess we'll find out very shortly. Right, clear and final. It's clear to line up. Strobe. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, back there. Not paying attention. Right. Right, on the brakes, let's say we're clear for takeoff. So transponder is TARA. Lights. All set. Good to go. Alright, here we go. So, auto thrust, that's right. Got to slick that on. So stand them up 50. Ish. Okay. Oh good, it does work. Okay, we've got M1 toga. Thrust set. Oh, there's a toga reference line. Awesome. 80 knots. Check, hold. So we'll just pitch up that rotate to the toga reference line, which is that dotted line.
The V1 rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
So it's a little bit pitchy. Just have to retrim.
400.
Yep, the toga reference line disappears when we get LNAV. Lovely. So now I just put in the flight path vector into the little circle.
1000.
Okay, I think I'll get the autopilot on since I'm single pilot. Autopilot. N1, VNAV speed. Flap up. Lovely. Okay, back to that view for the HUD. In fact, we can put the HUD away, I think, and just go back to our normal view there. Okay, after takeoff checklist. So that would be bleeds are on. That's all set. Pressurization's behaving. They can go back to auto. Landing gear can go to off. Is that off? Off. Yeah. You can go off on the brakes. Flaps are up. No green light. Alright. Take off, climb. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, hopeless. Okay. Okay, let's get some shortcuts here. Tracking. Direct to you, I think. Execute. Ortho's looking good. Sounds are pretty good too. Yeah, Ortho's looking great. I forget the chap who's basically modified all the Ortho tiles for New Zealand. It's a big download, but it's bloody worth it. West Coast. Alright, back onto the flight deck. Right, heading bug. Bring you up to the front. Oop. need hardware for MCP, that would be good. Right, increase the range. 10,000 feet, lights. Let's have one last look at the pressurization. Well, not one last look, but we've got 30,000, it's our cruise altitude. Cabin altitude's good, diff is rising, and nice little climb in the cabin. Using reserve fuel, yeah, we were a bit light on the gas. We actually took flight plan gas. We probably should have added a little bit more, but 3.0, 2.1 is min reserve, so we're still good. And cruise, going to 30. Optimum is 25.3 and max is 40. So here's top of climb, there's top of descent. Tell you what, we might go to 260. Wonder if that'll change the fuel very much. Go back here. So right now we've got 3 ton at Palmy. If I change the cruise altitude to 26, it uses a little bit more. So let's go back to 30. Verify, execute. While I'm here, I might as well see if I've got some weather on Palmy, which I probably doesn't have. Well, maybe it will, but I don't think it'll get Wellington, which is down the road. Send. Transition. Happen quick. Set standard, second cross check. Yeah, nothing on Palmy. And Wellington is 1029, so that's close enough for us. Interesting, it didn't leave it at 1030 that I'd set it in Auckland. Southerly, light southerly, overcast 3500, 11 degrees, 1029 in Palm, Wellington. So, can I print it? Does it print? Okay, that's fine. Right. So Palmy. It's very nice out there. I want to enjoy the views outside actually. Very nice. Okay, let's get set up for the approach and we can enjoy the views outside. So we are going Idlu, will be where we start the arrival. And okay, what? Let's have a look. I'm just looking at my iPad here. In fact, why don't I bring it up on here? I've got the same thing on my iPad, which I find the iPad really easy to use. Okay, so I actually wouldn't mind trying the end function of this. So let's do, which I can do with either of these. Okay, I'm going to be a while, hun. No thanks. Okay, so What's that look like? No, we don't want to do an RMPAR, so the whiskey's for us. But I don't want any of those transitions. I want the bideck transition. So where is it? It's not. Oh, here we go. It's even. Yeah. Okay. Copy. All right. Aren't bideck. Okay. So that is all in there. IGPA 2 alpha arrival. So it's. Oops. IDLA, which is the IGPAC 2 alpha. IGPAC 2 alpha. Okay. Pardon me. I'm doing the RNAV whiskey 25. Bideck, and then picking up the okay. Now let's have a look in plan mode and see if this works. You have control, by the way, FA. Where are we? Coming up to 30 very quickly. What's happening here? So we get to bideck 56. So from bideck it's the approach. Bideck UC.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, check. 240. Yeah, that's all in there. Oops, did the wrong one. Go back. Step, 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 step. Okay, we're all level now. We're on bideck. You see, evrep. 3,500. That's the start. Evrep, and then it's 3.2 degrees, so I have to remember that. Actually, I might set that now. Actually, how do I set that? 3. I have no idea how to change the flight path angle on the HUD to 3. It's defaulted to 3.0. And how do I do? Enter. 3, 2, 0. That's ground speed, that's clear. Okay, 3, 2, enter. Oh, don't know how I figured that out. Okay, got it in there. Okay. Ooh, it's having a hissy fit. So we've got FMC speed on the VNAV path 30,000 tracking along. Okay, so let's continue this. Okay, it's missed out some points, but it basically goes 35 down to 150 feet plus 50 is 200. Yep, that's correct. And then the missed approach all the way back round. Yep, okay, so I'll execute that. Legs. Plan. Increase the range. Okay, the DA for us, we're doing LNAV, VNAV, and we're CAT C, so we'll do 550 DA. Must be a quicker way. Yep, there is. $550 set. I've already set the pre-selected the QNH. Auto brake 3. And brief the same, but on the ground. Runway length it's pretty short. 3 should be alright, but we'll just manually take over if we have to. And I might do a flap 40. Oh, you know what? No, I'm just going to do a flap 30. It should be fine. Right. Let's look at these altitudes on their arrival to make sure we're not getting close to any terrain, because you can see that there's quite high terrain around here on their arrival, especially to the southeast. So headlight we're going to be at above 13. Overrun we're going to be around 6.1. Yeah, 1,000 feet above that. Over there 4,300 is 7,300 is the sector, but if we're on their arrival we're above 30, 53, 56, 56 overrun, 56 overrun, yes. At above 56 there, so that's fine. And then the arrival, we're going to cross Viaduct 56, so that's still good. 3,800 is the lowest there, we're at above. It's 38 there. You know what? I'm going to increase it to at above 38. Verify, execute. So we'll meet that train there. Issue that's 3,500. Once we turn it inbound, that's fine. And then Everepers will be at 3,500, and that's where we tip over at 3.2, which is set in the HUD. Down we go. And yep, DA is set. Cool. So it's all set. Oh, there's like Tupou National Park, Ruapehu, Narahari, Tongariro. Looking very calm. to eat done. Top percent coming up. So we're cleared to 9,000 for now. We're in VNAV pass, so that should take care of itself. Oh, we got the mountains coming up. Wow, that's looking so good. To go to Tupul at some point, Lighty, check it out, check out the airport. Now I've just got default airport scenery for Palmerston North, so we'll see what that's like. Down we go, I think, yes. Now this is the problem that I've found, it gets to 5 knots below and it brings on a shitload of power to get back into the speed band armed. So, and notice how I just moved my throttles and it disconnected the auto thrust, so turn that back on. It's got retard, so if I bring it up again, will it do that? No. So if I go speed intervene, so they obviously need to do some work here. Speed intervene, and we'll just set a higher speed. You see how it just brings on a shitload of thrust. Okay, speed intervene cancelled. Go back to retard. And so it just keeps doing that. It'll go below 5 knots below. I've set it up to -5. And it just brings on a shitload for us to get back into the band, which is not correct at all. But anyway. Alright, descent checkers, we didn't really do that, do we? Okay, descent procedure's done, we've set the DA, we've set the auto brakes, done a recall, and RMP for the approach will be 0.3. Which will hopefully set itself 0.3. It's already pre-selected. Yeah, I knew it was on progress page 4. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so 0.3 is already pre-selected for the approach. Descent procedure plates. Okay, descent brief. Threats, obviously the terrain going into Palmy is quite high. Mitigations, it's visual conditions today. I think I actually haven't got the latest TAF on Palmy because it's not available, but actually if we go to whoops, conditions, Palmy, see what it's gonna say, scatter 4100. Okay, so yeah, we'll be in cloud probably for terrain clearance, but we've checked the legs and we're above, at or above the requirements on the star and approach. So that's that mitigation there. No other threats I can think of. QNH is 1028. Palmy, okay, we'll pre-select that. Weather, yep. Actually, I need to bring that out again, pay more attention to it. It's going to be 200-ish at 12. So the approach we've selected is going to work. Is power coming up again, is it? No? Okay. Oh, auto thrust disconnect. Okay. Re-engage. Re-engage, re-engage. Huh? Must have knocked the throttles. Okay, re-engage now. Yep. Didn't like the fact that they were split. Right. So yeah, terrain, weather, good for the approach we're doing. The RNF25. Chart wise. Pack 2 alphas loaded. No modifications on the start. The approach. The RNF Whiskey 25. Only modification is we raised our altitude in here to 3,800 feet up here. Here we've got the 240 there. We meet all these terrain requirements following the star and then the approach. 3,500's the minimum approach clearance altitude, and at IVRIP, that's FAC or FAP, and that's 3.2 glide path all the way down to the runway. It's coded to 200 feet, which is set in the HUD. DA is CAT-C 550, and that's set there. Missed approach. Let's follow the track around, and we'll be climbing to maximum 6,000 feet, max 185 until Atkin. There, so we can exceed 185 after we come out here, but probably want to, if we go missed, we're going to be asking ourselves, are we just going to commit to Palmy or go to Wellington? Depending on the reason for the missed approach. And then once we're on the ground, we'll turn around at the end and taxi back for no taxiway restrictions. Well, we'll see what the scenery's like here, but maybe Delta into the gate. Yeah, we'll just see what the scenery's like. Okay, so that's that. The chart's transitions 150, and that's coming up right now. Operationally, 2.8, we need 2.1 as a min, so we've got a little bit extra, not much so, and stable at 1200 feet QNH. We're doing N approach, so I'll use the approach button. And we should see FAC glide path. See how it goes. Haven't done the N approach in the 7.3, so any questions? No questions. Descent checklist. Do we have a checklist for descent? Checklist. On cruise descent. Landing altitude set. System indicator is recall. Transition. CQNH 1028 is set and cross checked. VNAV speed. A little high, but that's fine. Approach ref page, VREF is 3143, minimums 550 barrow. Set the barrow, nav, radios, no, we don't need to, we've checked the R&P, it's 0.3 and auto brake 3 at this stage. Descent check is complete. Very good, VNAV path. Pretty rugged terrain down there. Right, heading bug, heading bug. Okay, we'll say we're cleared for the approach. So with that in mind, I'm going to set... I want to set 3500. I want to see how it behaves, see how it goes. What's the terrain clearance? I set 3500. because we're in VNAV path and we've checked all these altitudes on the star and on the start of the approach 3800. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes on a VNAV path. And then once I turn inbound here and established inbound, I'll select the approach button. FMC speed, bit of thrust coming on to get back on to profile speed. Right, better pay attention. Now, I didn't do the flight together when landing, so seatbelt sign is on. Retard. Coming up on 10, or turn the landing lights, all the lights on. Recall check again. Oh, I can actually use this actually, yeah. Send approach checklist next, yeah, cool. I can do the approach checklist now since we're, altimeter's 1028, approach checklist complete. Okay. Forgot about the old checklist on the control wheel column. Right, 10,000, double chime. Lights. Yeah, I'll have to get the terrain plug-in so I can see the terrain on the nav display. Retard. Right, what speeds have we got? Just max 240 here. Turning inbound to final. Apart from that, obviously we start slowing after that. Up speeds just above 200. You can see the high terrain here. That's where the NZAA -8 ploughed in final around here somewhere many years ago. Yep, understood. Right, the decel is where it will start slowing, so that's where we'll go speed intervene. Hopefully it stays in VNAV path when I go speed intervene. Should do. You can see it blows through here quite a bit. Maybe I'll have to slow. I mean, it shouldn't. Anyway. See, right. Prog, page 4, yeah, so 0.3 is in there. You get pretty close, don't you? Pretty close. the highest terrain right there is basically 35, and we're at six grand. So that's why you have to be at least 56 there, which we will be. Okay, let's go speed into main. Just going to go up speed. Still on VNAV path, so that's good. And I'm going to chicken out and start configuring early. Yeah, very close terrain. Right. Okay, I'm just going to have to get rid of you now because I want to look inside at full view. VNAV speed. Right, let's go flap 1. Flaps 1. Heading bug. Oh, not speed bug. Trap for young players. Flap 1 speed set. Heading bug. Let's go flap 5. Speed flap 5. Okay, there's a glide path, and there's the VNAV path. Heading mark. Okay, that made it, by slowing down, it made it a little bit nicer. Beautiful day.
1,000 to go.
Yep, down to 3,500. Yep. Right, inbound now, clear for the approach. So, approach button. Approach button. Interesting. Okay, maybe I have to set DA. That'd probably make more sense. Sets and then select the approach button. Okay, we'll continue with on our VNAV path. That's still okay. Theoretically, for the end approach, you should be able to select the approach button right now. But we won't panic just yet. Oh, there's a wind farm. I mean, theoretically, the VNAV path and the glide path are reasonably identical. VNAV speed. Okay, let's go. Get out. Speed brake.
2,500.
And flap 15. Speed flap 15. Update the heading bug. You gonna let me select the approach button yet? No. Okay, so obviously the approach button's not working for some reason. That's alright. Oh, you know why? Because I have to go this and then discard that. Okay. Oh, no VNAV path. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, let's not focus on that right there. We're in a safe environment, so flat 30. And speed 148. Okay, lane checklist is... God, I can't see it. Saturated continuous speed breakers, landing gear is down 3 greens and flips 30 green light, lane checks complete. Yeah, I'm just not sure why that approach button's not working, because it is incapable. Okay, anyway, now we go here to the HUD. Runway 25, enter. Okay, alright. Okay, let's disengage. Watch me fly a bad approach, and we'll disengage your throttle as well. And I'm going to turn the flight directors off and just use the bird to get me onto the runway threshold. Some visual, stable. Alright. What's the wind doing? Not much. 5 knots from the right. Reduce the thrust just a tad. A little bit more. Don't get low, don't get slow. Continue.
50, 40, 30,
Idle.
20,
Hold.
10.
Okay. Speed back up versus normal. See what auto brake 3 does. Just going to keep it in as long as I can. So brakes max probably would have been a better set. Check. Okay, out of reverse. Auto brake off. Oh, can I take this left here? I'm not sure. HUD up. No. Let's turn around. In fact, go like this. Oh, welcome to Palmy. Beautiful day. Right, we'll come right and then left. Bit of thrust on the right engine. Ease it off. Right, Huffling checklist. Let's taxi, strobe, we can stay on auto. Throttle off. Auto brake off. Z flaps up. And we better get that APU going. Right. How do we get into the terminal? Crap. I think we have to go in here. Let's go in here. Strobe off. More steady. Well, I'm pretty impressed with the LevelUp. I mean, apart from the fact it's free, you can't beat that, right? But I wouldn't be flying it if there wasn't some sort of realism here, and there is a lot of realism. I mean, the flight model just, yeah, I can't really fault it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's flight simulator, so it's never going to be perfect. Is it good enough for me to practice procedures and practice my IFR skills? Yep, I think so. Engine out, haven't done that, so I don't know. But flight model, tick. FMC procedures, yeah, pretty good. There's a few minor things, but overall, yeah, very happy with it. Very happy. I'll be using it again, that's for sure. I definitely need to get the terrain plugin. That's a must. Right. Sent. Yeah. I'll have to read that. I'm used to the end approaches on the 7.8, so yeah, it didn't quite work out the same as, whoops, as that, but maybe it's a little bit different in the 7.3. Roll mode arms, localizer capture verified. Yeah, I thought it might have been a hung up, because normally you can just select approach button and it'll intercept the FAC, it's called FAC, final approach course. And then once you've intercepted the FAC, it'll intercept the glide path, but it wasn't doing that. And I had the altitude set to DA, so I'm not sure what happened there. Right, APU, oh, online. Let's go around here. Oh, actually, you know what? Change my mind. Text light off, thanks. We'll just go to the left and come in, follow the yellow line straight ahead of us. It's not made for us, so we might. Oh, we'll go to the end, eh? I think the end would be better. It's basically set up for props, so go right down the end, and then we'll just do a 90-degree turn to the right. In fact, was that 3 echo? That's a bit of us, I think. I'll just park straight in. Right, park brake. Oh, park brake is set. APU's online. At the time, shutting down. Seatbelt sign off. Right. Do we have some sort of ground? Ground. Ground services. Set the chocks. Connect to GPU. Doors. I'm scared to open the door without. We can open the cargo. What else can I do? Stairs. I need to get a shortcut for this view. Oh, interesting. Huh. The delivery that I wanted didn't eventuate. Oh, beacon stolen. Okay. Ventilation off. Okay, doors. Left. Yeah, it's going. Hey, you need some sort of stairs there. Oh, have I not got the option for extending stairs? Maybe there's an option in there. Config, hardware, rails and visual fix, general config, variants, exterior. Yes, it is. Yes. Hydraulics, does it need hydraulics? Probably makes sense. Hydraulic power.
I'm just gonna say wait for that on pause.